Hey guys, this is Rainbows casting a replay that I found on Reddit with a really cool headline, so I am going to cast it. This is on Desert Oasis, which is probably the most unique of the current StarCraft maps. No air distance, frickin' super long ground distance, billion paths, not really very many interesting destructible rocks, and you're exposed like out in Texas. But your main's relatively easily defended with a ramp because of that very long run distance, but again, very short air distance, so air is kind of a little bit popular on this map. We can see that this is between kevinslee, blue Zerg, and getonmylevel, red Terran, and I'm just going to pop on over to the APM tab and go ahead and say that this probably isn't a platinum game, and obviously the guys who played it are gonna, because I've said that, just show up in the YouTube comments and be like, bro, we are plat, I'm first plat, even though I only have 16 starting APM, just because spamming actions at the beginning of the game isn't my thing, and once the game gets going, I'm gonna have like 5 billion, or, you know, I can just get by on plat with a move, which is surprisingly effective. Oh my gosh, no wall going off for get on my level. As I'm mentioning the player skill level, there's obviously something very, very strange happening right here. If kevinslee goes for any sort of a fast circling build, he's actually getting gas before his pool on 14, which is weird. And in the meantime, Get on My Level is getting Reapers, and Reapers are going to be able to get to his opponent's base much quicker than anything else, just because they can kind of bounce off that cliff and go up here, and right up, well not there, but right up here. And do a bunch of damage, and the pool is just now going down for kevinslee, and a Reaper is already coming out for his opponent, and I'm not really sure what the deal with this gas is. He's got one guy in gas, super early gas. What's going on here? Get on my level in the meantime is choosing to unsupply block himself before he gets his orbital command. That was actually a really fast Rax. I don't know exactly how fast that was, but that was freaking amazingly fast. Before his depot, so he probably went like, I don't know exactly what he went, but this is really fast Reapers. Borderline cheese. Probably cheese, depending on who you are. I mean, if you're Itter, you just call everything cheese. And 4-lings are going to come up for kevinslee right now. He's not going to choose to build a queen. Looks like he's going to pull up minerals a little bit and go for an expansion instead. And this first Reaper is coming out. Coming around. Spinecrawler actually coming up by kevinslee, which is going to do an amazing job of defending against this Reaper. Once it finishes and a queen is going to come up, he's not going to go for that expansion very early, like I said, and this Reaper is just going to get pushed off by these Zerglings and the Spinecrawler almost immediately. I don't think that Spinecrawler quite covers this corner right here, but oh wow, a little bit of Reaper mismacro by Get on My Level. That was not the best choice. Zerglings are faster than Reapers and creep, and he's just going to lose that without really doing any damage. I'm not sure if he forced the Spinecrawler, if that Spinecrawler was going to go down. Anyway, and Get on My Level says, there goes that. Yeah, you, I'm wagging my eyebrows. kevinslee is just going to go ahead and go for a very, 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 very early lair. And by that I mean he waited until he had about 200 gas before he morphed that in. But still, he's not going to expand, and I think, at least on this map, I would have, especially with the amount of minerals that he has, I would have tried to expand before getting that lair up, just because the rush distance from ground units is so far. On the other hand, he already has seen Reapers out of his opponent, so he would have to drag a queen over to that expansion, and that's not the best use of your queen early on, defending against Reapers, that is. In the meantime, we can see that Get on My Level is dropping a factory and adding another gas. I would be curious to see if he's going to add a starport on immediately, just as soon as he has the minerals for it, in about right now. Come on, VS. Don't make me look stupid. Nope. Okay. Tech Lab coming down on this factory, so he's going to go for Thors. Oh my gosh. Thors. We can see that there's an army coming down, and he's also upgrading concussive shells and pumping out a very, very small number of marauders. I'm not really sure how necessary that upgrade is going to be with those very, very small marauder numbers. In the meantime, kevinslee has not expanded his lairs down, and he's getting Zergling speed, enabling him to actually, like, move units on this frickin' giganto map. And he's actually pumping a lot of drones. Which is okay, because Get on My Level is not really doing that much in terms of building combat units. Looks like he's saving up for a Thor. Thor is going to be here eventually once this armor finishes. Whoa! Pre-igniter upgrade. What's going on here? The pre-igniter upgrade is going to enable Get on My Level to build Hellions that mutilate drones and Zerglings and Hydralisks and pretty much everything other than Roaches, Ultralisks, and air units. And Infestors. Just but infestors just kind of die to anything anyway. You like look at them and they're like, oh my god, I'm dead. Especially because they have that armored tag. It's like everything does bonus damage versus them. So this armory is up for get on my level. As soon as he has a little bit more gas and a little bit more minerals, he's going to be able to get a Thor. And an expansion is finally coming up for kevinslee. He's also making a Spire. And very, very, very little... Wow, there's another factory coming down for get on my level. He's not making use of this armory. He's not getting upgrades or anything. That's weird. What is he doing? What is he doing? We will see shortly. So he's going to have a second factory. He's probably going to elect to get a reactor on here and just spam a... Oh, Thor's here. Thor's on the way. Thor's going to appear eventually. Thor's the governor of my state. I need to make that joke at least once a cast. kevinslee, in the meantime, is producing drones and lings and stuff, and he's getting his Spire up, and he's got his natural up, and he really needs to be getting those extractors, like right now, just so that he can continue muta production. But he's going to have several mutalisks, and maybe enough to take down the Thor, but not if Get on My Level is playing moderately intelligently and actually pulls. Whoa, reactor coming up. He's going to spam Hellions. Not if Get on My Level is playing moderately intelligently, and he just gets SCVs repairing that Thor. Thors can take down, like, infinity mutalisks if they're being repaired. And please, as Terran, just get in the game and play against some Zerg player who builds like 130 billion mutalisks, even though I don't think he can build 130 because they're too food. He builds like 90 mutalisks or something stupid. And you've got one Thor with SCVs on it, and the Thor gets alpha because he's got so many mutalisks, and you're like, well, Rainbow's told me that a Thor could take down infinity mutalisks if it's being repaired. So when you do that, just please leave that in the comments and save the replay so that I can commentate that too, just because that's going to be an amazing game. You're going to lose it, but it's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. 7 mutalisks are popping out, and kevinslee is going to go ahead and grab those gases at his expansion, and he's got a bunch of mutalisks, and this Thor is going to kill them all, is what's going to happen. Thor is going to be like, I am Thor, Thor's manly, and Get on My Level is going to be like, I have SCVs and I can repair this Thor, and the Thor is going to kill all of the mutalisks ever. Just like all of the mutalisks that kevinslee could produce ever, and all of the eggs and all of the larvae. Just because Thor is so manly. Thor is so incredibly... Whoa, 2 Thors. 2 Thors is way too many for these mutalisks. But a little bit of his micro by Getting on My Level. He's not pulling his drones quite fast enough, and Thors are so big and so immobile that these mutalisks are going to really, really be able to take advantage of the fact that they're faster. And just come around, dart from the other side, and be like, lol, I can move faster than Thor. Thor is slow. Because that's what you got to do with mutalisks. You got to be like, bro, I am fast. With mutalisks. Mutalisks are like Sonic the Hedgehog, you know? Except they don't ball up. And they don't collect rings, and they don't turn gold. And they don't really do much of anything except go really fast. Flyer Weapons 1 coming out, which is not necessarily what I would like to see out of kevinslee. I would love to see Carapace if he's going to continue to get mutas, just because Thors have a bajillion small attacks. They attack 4 times for 12 damage. And so each level of Carapace reduces the total damage of attack, the total attack damage by 4, which is really good. In the meantime, Vehicle +1 coming out for Get on My Level. Out of this armory, he's making very good use of it. He's also pumping a 3rd Thor, which is really cool. And he's building missile turrets. He's really overreacting to these mutas. I think these Thors are just more than enough if he positions like one here, and one here, and then has SCVs ready to run back and forth between them. And he could also get a dropship and just move them around really, really quickly, and just drop Thors in his own base. Because that's just really freaking cool when you build a dropship to move things around your own base. Especially when you're tossed and you're a little stuck, because that always happens to my 2v2 partner. Like, every 3rd game, 10 minutes in, he'll be like, wow, my immortal got stuck. I can't do anything. I've done 250 minerals. And I'm like, dude, build a warp prism. And he's like, no, I don't want to. And then he does. And then we win the game because of the warp prism. Warp prisms are amazing. Whoa! A bunch of marauders and Hellions getting caught out of position. kevinslee coming in and doing some very nice work with these mutalisks. But one mutalisk for kevinslee is way off, and these Thors are just going to kill them all. As if these mutalisks come back in range. Air Splash is just so amazing. I'm going to turn on HP bars just because I had that off for some reason. And more Thors coming out for Get on My Level. Flyer 1 weapons are being upgraded by kevinslee, and whoa, base trading. These mutalisks are just going to come in and do a whole bunch of damage. As soon as the Thor pops up, Get on My Levels is going to be able to defend relatively easily. And he needs to have SCVs repairing these missile turrets. There are plenty of missile turrets. These mutalisks are doing a really, really poor job of positioning, and they're in range of both of them. Moving over just now, but not before that. That second missile turret does a whole bunch of damage to these mutalisks, picking off several. And this Thor is about to pop. As soon as this Thor comes out, these mutalisks are going to get pushed off, but a bunch of damage was done to Get on My Level's economy. We can see that these Thors are so slow that they're just now